Welcome, melancholy hedgehogs from another dimension, to Geek Salad Reviews from the Geek Salad Podcast. I'm Andy.
And I'm Mike.
And we are back. We took last week off because snow and auditions and whatnot. And right now, Mike, are you still in California?
I am, yes.
Fun stuff.
Hello.
Fun stuff. Yep, you're in California. I'm still here. However, I am happy to report I can now see out of my right eye.
Oh, that is excellent to hear.
I had cataract surgery yesterday.
Oh, good for you. Glad you're feeling better.
Oh, I could do this and I can see what you're doing. It's amazing.
Double vision, wow.
So this December, Mike and I decided to do something very un-Christmassy and not review Christmas movies.
Yeah.
We might come back to it next year because I have some thoughts on some stuff. But this year instead, we decided what we wanted to do was just talk about some of the movies from 2025 that, we saw that we enjoyed. And ironically, we're not starting with a movie that came out in 2025, but the tail end of 2024. Ironically, the tail's end of 2024, if you will. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Yes. What were your thoughts on this? Loads, and you're going to have to wait for them.
Okay, this is easily my favorite of the trilogy. I had fun with all three movies.
Mm-hmm.
I had fun with 1 and 2. I know I liked them more than you did. But yeah, for me, the biggest downfall of 1 and 2 was Jim Carrey as just the two-dimensional muscle twirling villain.
Yeah.
And I think they fixed it in this one for the most part. I had a lot of fun with this. I really like Shadow. And I just think that for me, this one, they fixed almost all the problems I had with 1 and 2.
Okay.
It's not a perfect movie. There are still a couple things that I thought were not that great, but for the most part, I love this movie. I really do enjoy it a lot.
Okay.
And I was really curious about
right. This one. I'm just going to preface this with you really have to like something about the other two movies to enjoy this movie. I honestly felt like they were going through the motions the entire time. Thankfully, it was 20 minutes shorter than Sonic 2, which was good. And there was limited use of the sister-in-law and brother-in-law, even though they do make an appearance, but not really make an appearance.
Yeah.
A lot of it is nothing. I don't really feel like anybody ever did any growing at all. It's just these characters that showed up within the span of 2 movies. We introduce another character to it who's got, their dark backstory. The Jim Carrey stuff was like, he's playing 2 different versions of essentially the same character.
Yeah.
But they're both doing the same thing.
But one is definitely more extreme than the other.
Well, one's more extreme than the other, yeah, but it doesn't change the fact that all their chicanery and buffoonery is exactly the same. It's just one is old, one is young. That's about it. Even like, when they're trying to get through the the laser field, which everyone has to do in a heist movie.
Yeah.
Just the dance was just like, can we please stop with this? Can we please stop watching 60-year-old guys try to do?
Okay, I thought that was kind of fun, honestly.
I've seen it so many times, and it's like, they did that in Despicable Me 3.
Oh, you see, I never.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's a trope. It's a trope. I've never liked the Sonic movie character. On the whole, he was far less obnoxious in this one. I'll give him that. But what the strengths of those movies was his ability to play off of James Marsden, which did not happen. There were times when I forgot this was supposed to be a live action movie because the only things on screen are CG characters.
Well, if you count Jim Carrey, which you can.
Well, no, it wasn't even like it's not even those scenes with him. It's essentially when Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails are on screen. It's like, okay, are we did we switch to something else?
I mean, for me, like I absolutely adored how the fact that they actually gave some dimension to his relationship, Robotnik's relationship with Agent Stone.
Yeah, yeah, and again, that was like, you've been waiting for that for two
Yeah,
movies, and it still kind of turned out a little sad in the end.
yeah.
They're making another one. I'm fairly certain they're making another one of these.
They are definitely making a fourth movie. It's due out 2027.
Okay. I just, this, and I know a lot of people who really love these movies. I'm just not one of them. It's really tough for me to enjoy video game movies as it is. There aren't a lot of really, truly good ones.
Hmm.
And this is just part three. That's what it felt like. It just felt like a part three.
Well, I mean, that's because it is.
Well, no, I understand that, but in terms of just like, there are some part threes that are excellent. There are. You're really. I mean, and I'm not even counting. Return of the King as a part three. Technically, that's all part of the same movie.
Yeah.
But there are some part threes that feel different. They feel like they're taking chances, and with
Yeah.
this, it's a continuation of the same. We're just going to keep introducing a new character. We're going to tease a new character after that.
Hmm.
And it was just like, okay, this is the same thing. It's just,
Yeah.
predicament is a little different. There are times when Sonic forgets that he's got super speed powers. He's just going to stand there and take whatever comes to him instead of remembering, oh, yes, I'm super fast, even though I talk out loud about it multiple times throughout the movie.
I mean, what about Shadow? What were your thoughts on Shadow? Because
A lot of it just like, I'm sad. I have a tragic backstory. I'm sad. I have a tragic backstory. I am super overpowered. I
yeah,
have a
he
tragic
is.
backstory. The weird thing is too is that the song that they played a Traveling Wilbury song. They played End of the Line
Oh, right,
on
yes.
vinyl, which was released in 1989. Or I'm sorry, 88. It's been more than 50 years. He's been frozen for 50 years. Do you expect me to believe that record was around, or it was just a different record? They couldn't get licensing for something else.
You can never let those things like those little anachronistic moments go, can you?
It's a definitive 80s
Well, because
tune.
yeah, it's a
It
different
was
universe.
released the same year that Roy Orbison died.
It's a different universe. They existed earlier than this one.
Okay, yeah. I just, it's just there's a lot about this movie I just did not care for. And again, part of it is I didn't like the other two. I truly didn't like the other two. If based on our timing now for the month, if we even talk about Minecraft, that one is I felt like a tourist watching that one. I don't play the game, so I don't know all the little ins and outs of it.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't play all the Sonic games. I played the first Sonic.
Yeah, to be fair, I played some of the first and second Sonic. I played Sonic Adventure. I started playing Sonic Adventure 2, but I never really got that far into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Sonic games have never been my forte, mainly because it's just a lot of really fast platforming, and
Right.
I can't handle that kind of speed at times. Like when again the first Sonic game, when he's running through all the stages, I'm like, okay, I'm starting to feel nauseous at this speed here.
Yeah.
So I'm not the biggest, expert on Sonic, but for some reason these movies I just have a lot of fun with them. And this one I had even more fun. This one was top tier for me.
Yeah. I didn't play a lot of Sonic, like I said. I played the first movie, but unlike say like the Mario, like if we're talking about the Super Mario Brothers movie, the one that came out 2 years ago, that had the good sense to stay in the Mushroom Kingdom and not bring it outward. But that's the thing too with Sonic. The Sonic universe is just like you have to move so fast you don't get a chance to pay attention.
Well, I mean, I prefer Sonic 3 heads and tails more than the Sonic,
Okay,
the Super Mario
like I
Bros.
said,
movie.
I haven't played that, but I feel like you just can't pay attention to the environment. So while it might make sense to move them into the really real world,
Hmm.
there's just something about it. It just doesn't resonate with me. I mean, I feel bad kind of comparing this to another James Marsden movie, Hop, where he's also paired up with a anthropomorphic animal.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the
I've
one with
never
the
seen.
Easter Bunny, voiced by
Yeah,
Russell Brand.
yeah, I know which one it is. I've never seen it.
It's
Didn't care.
terrible. It's terrible. Um,
Surprise, surprise.
yeah, Kelsey Parise.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's just. I mean, it's hard for me to really kind of like dig deep into this because, like I said, it felt like it was going through all of the motions
Yeah.
that the other two movies had done. Whether or not this is better or worse than the other two,
I mean,
it's better than the second one. The second one was interminable.
the second,
Yeah.
yeah, the second one, for me, it's been like the first one is the worst, second one is better, third one is best. Um, and mainly because, the first one, it was more about him and James Marsden,
Yeah.
and then the second one, James Marsden and I can't remember the actress that plays.
I'll pull her up. I got you.
Yeah, I don't have access to a whole lot of that right now, so.
Understandable. All right. You are talking about, or maybe not. Oh, no, it's not Tails. Tika Sumpter, Maddie.
Yes, yeah, she's a fine actress, but her story in the second one was never like hers and James Marsden's story in the second one was never the more interesting part. It was always the three, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles
Right.
were the interesting one. And same thing in this one. I mean, I like the fact that when they did use James and Tika, they used them in an effective method. Like, and when Sonic, I mean, when Shadow takes out uh, Donut Lord, um, it is actually a genuinely it's a tragic moment, and you get that flash to Maria's death,
Yeah.
and so you do see this connection between the two. But yeah, so they use them lightly but effectively, I thought.
Yeah.
And but for me, like the standout moment for the live action characters is Robotnik's farewell to Agent Stone. I genuinely got emotional at that point. I thought it's for as much as I did not like Jim Carrey's performance in part 1 and 2, this one I thought it actually showed that he did genuinely have affection for Stone, and and his farewell to him was, I thought it was touching.
Yeah. Yeah. I felt in that moment, it was hard for me to get invested because I truly believed
Yeah,
that that they were going to figure out a way to bring him back.
I I have a feeling that if Jim Carrey does decide to come back, I don't think it'll be that Jim Carrey. I think that Robotnik is dead.
Okay.
If given the post-credit scene, I suspect that part 4 will deal with like a time travel or alternate dimension thing. In which case, they may bring in an alternate version of Robotnik, which may be good, maybe evil. From what I've seen in some of like the cartoons, there's both
Yeah.
around. So I don't know what they're going to be doing with that, but I think it'll be like a time travel alternate dimension type thing going on.
Okay.
So he might come back, but if
Maybe.
not,
I won't know until we decide to review it. So it's
yeah. I mean, I'm definitely going to see part 4 in theaters after this
okay.
one.
So
Well,
sorry, I
we
don't have more
are.
to say about this. It just
Yeah,
again, this isn't
I
my thing.
I think this might be the one movie where we are the most far apart on our opinions.
Yeah, I think so. I
Yeah,
gave
I love it. You do not
on
care
my
for it.
on my letterbox. I give it 2. out of a possible 5.
You know what? Cool. I'm
Yep.
glad you at least gave it 2.
Yeah.
But for me, this is a 4.5. The
Okay.
only thing that yeah, is the kind of cartoon fight between Robotnik and Gerald.
Yeah.
And that was
Yeah.
like, yeah, okay, that's just yeah. But you know what? Even so, like the fourth wall breaks, like when they first meet up, it's like we're two characters being played by the same actor. I got to chuckle at it. I'm not gonna
Okay.
lie.
Yeah. It's like they were showing off split screen technology, which was innovated over 30 years ago.
But they were
I
having fun with
truly,
it.
and part of it is I truly feel like the entire legacy of this movie has hinged on that first swing at Sonic, the ugly Sonic.
You
I
know what?
really feel like that's where its legacy began.
It is, but it also kind of speaks a loads for the director and producers that they're like, you know what? We've we effed up here. Uh,
Yeah,
we're going to fix. We're going to take the time, spend the money. We're going to fix this, and they did, and he looks fantastic now.
yeah. No, I mean the character designs look good. Um, there's always been a bit of that. I don't want to say uncanny valley because at least there's some light behind the eyes.
Yeah,
But sometimes there are scenes where it doesn't feel like they're really on the same plane of reality as human beings.
I think it's getting better.
Okay, yeah, it's tough. I mean, in
Yeah,
some movies, especially when you have to rely so heavily on
yeah,
on that, when your main character is a CG character in a world of human beings,
yeah,
it's kind of tough. And then putting like 3 others
yeah,
in
and
there as well. I don't know what the hell they're going to do with 4, because now they're
yeah.
bringing in other
Well,
other
yeah.
characters.
I mean, I knew that if they did they make a fourth one, the next character they had to bring in would be Amy.
Yeah,
She's like the next biggest character. I mean, for me, if they do go with a fifth, they've got to bring in. I know you. This means nothing to you, but uh, is it Rogue? No, it's Rouge the Bat.
okay,
She's like a professional thief, and she occasionally works with Shadow. So I think
yeah,
I think that's the next one going. But
yeah.
we'll see.
Okay, well, bring on Sly Cooper.
Oh, I would love a Sly Cooper movie.
I think
Those
that would be pretty friggin' awesome.
those
Um,
games, I adored those games, but unfortunately, I think they tried to do that with Ratchet and Clank, and that movie failed miserably.
because they didn't know anything about like the characters or anything like that. You
Yeah,
can't screw up. I mean, you really cannot screw up Sly Cooper.
no, you
And
can, but
yeah,
yeah,
they can absolutely they can,
but yeah, no, I would love. Hell, just give us another Sly Cooper game, honestly.
yeah, yeah, that's due.
Yeah.
Again, not that hard. So anyway, I think that's all we have to say about Sonic 3. Mike
Yep.
is working off of limited bandwidth today.
No, I'm on Wi-Fi right now.
Okay, all right, cool. Well. And so, yeah, we'll figure out what we're doing next week for our
Yep.
next movie. I think I have an idea what we're doing. So we'll just have to figure out when we are going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at my calendar, cause stuff. Okay, yep, all right, just like I thought. Anyway,
All right, I think I know where you're going, but we'll talk about it off air.
we'll talk about it offline. So anyway, folks, we want to know what are your thoughts on Sonic 3. Are you a Mike? Are you an Andy on this one? Or are you somewhere in between? We want to know. We also want to know where does this rank in
Yeah.
your list of the 3 Sonic movies? And do you like this Sonic better than Ugly Sonic who appeared in Chippendale Rescue Rangers? Inquiring minds want to know. Also, thank you for joining us tonight. If you're new to the channel, don't forget, subscribe, all that stuff. It helps us in the algorithm. It shows up whenever we do new episodes, which are every week. We also have our live feed for our podcast that we host, Geek Salad, that you can check out wherever you get your podcast. We just recently put up our 2-part best of the movies of 1995. So you can check that out, where we were joined by our friends M from the Verbal Diorama podcast and our good friend Kurt Smith.
Mhm.
So definitely check those out wherever you get your podcast. You can also get the live feed here. And until next time. Oh, also, sorry, social media. We are on the socials, Facebook at Geek Salad Podcast and Blue Sky at Geek Salad Radio at Blue Sky. I think I got it all done there.
Yeah.
So until next time, I'm Andy.
I'm like,
Go forth and be nerdful. We'll talk to you later.
bye-bye.
Bye. Oh,
Yeah, you have to stop it.
yeah. Sorry, I forgot. I